What if I told you that this amazing woman is already 60 years old? Her name is Natalie Yco. When people first find out her age, many just can't believe it. But the most amazing thing is not how she looks. I really admire the way she lives. She's full of energy, trains regularly, stays active, and doesn't seem to let age dictate her rules. And the most interesting thing is that there are no expensive procedures or any inaccessible secrets behind it. All the principles that help her preserve youth, health, and vitality are available to almost everyone. In this video, we will analyze in detail which habits help Natalie Yco look much younger than her years, and most importantly, what everyone can apply to feel more energetic, healthier, and maintain the quality of life for many years to come. Therefore, watch this video to the end. It will be interesting and useful, so let's get started. One of the main features of Natalie Yco is that she leads an active lifestyle. Moreover, we are not talking about rare bursts of activity before a vacation or in the summer. For her, activity has become a part of everyday life, and it is very important to understand this. Our body doesn't like extremes. He reacts much better to moderate but regular exercise than to rare heroic attempts to catch up. If muscles are not used for a long time, the body gradually begins to get rid of them as an unnecessary ballast. Along with muscle mass, metabolism decreases, posture worsens, balance problems appear, and energy levels decrease. That is why movement is an investment not only in appearance but also in the quality of life. Another habit Natalie has is regular workouts at the gym. Many still believe that strength exercises are needed exclusively by young people or those who want to build up big muscles. In fact, after 40 years of age, strength training becomes almost an obligatory element of healthy aging. Every decade, people naturally lose some of their muscle mass. If you do nothing, you can lose a significant part of your strength by the age of 60. But it is the muscles that help maintain joint health, protect the spine, maintain proper posture, and even affect the body's sensitivity to insulin. It is not necessary to spend 2 hours at the gym. It is much more useful to practice 3 times a week for 40 to 50 minutes, gradually increasing the load and paying attention to the technique of performing exercises. But there is one detail that people who strive for a healthy lifestyle often forget about. Natalie not only trains, but also knows how to relax efficiently. It seems obvious, but it is the lack of recovery that causes chronic fatigue in a huge number of people. The body doesn't get stronger during the workout itself. It is during the recovery period that he becomes stronger. Therefore, it is worth paying attention not only to the number of workouts, but also to the quality of rest. Another important principle of Natalie Yco is a lot of time outdoors. For a modern person, this is already becoming a rarity. We wake up at home, go to work, in a car or public transport, spend the whole day indoors, and return home in the evening. Sometimes we hardly go outside all day. But nature has a much stronger effect on the body than it seems. Even a regular brisk walk reduces stress levels, improves blood circulation, helps maintain heart health, and normalizes the functioning of the nervous system. In addition, daytime sunlight helps the internal biological clock to work properly. When a person regularly receives natural light in the morning and afternoon, it is easier for the body to produce melatonin in the evening, the hormone responsible for quality sleep. But perhaps the most unusual principle of Natalie is not related to physical activity at all. She says that the main thing for her is not motivation, but discipline. And this is a very important thought. Most people are waiting for inspiration. They only start practicing when they feel like it. The problem is that desire doesn't come every day. Discipline works completely differently. It saves a person from having to make a decision every day. If a workout is planned, then it will take place regardless of the mood. Psychologists have long noticed an interesting pattern. The fewer decisions a person has to make about healthy habits, the more likely they are to stick to them for years. That is why it is much more effective to determine in advance the training days, walking time, and sleep schedule than to ask yourself every morning whether you want to practice today or not. Another feature of Natalie that many may underestimate is that she smiles a lot. At first glance, it seems that this has nothing to do with youth. But research shows that positive emotions do have an impact on health. During a sincere smile, the level of stress hormones decreases, the functioning of the cardiovascular system improves, and the facial muscles receive a natural workout. Of course, no one suggests constantly pretending to be happy, but the ability to notice good moments and experience positive emotions more often really affects the quality of life. But Natalie's most mature principle is her attitude to her own age. She accepts it. She doesn't try to prove to others that she's 20 again. It does not fight against time. She treats age calmly and with understanding, and that's what makes her really young. The paradox is that the constant fear of aging itself becomes a source of chronic stress. A person begins to worry about every wrinkle, compares himself with others, loses confidence, and literally programs himself to worsen his condition. It is much more useful to perceive age as a natural process that can be influenced not by denial, but by your habits. And perhaps the main conclusion is as follows. In 10 years, you will almost certainly be like the person whose habits you repeat today. Not in a month, not in a week, but in years, daily actions become our face, our posture, our energy, and our health. Friends, what do you think of this woman? Write your opinion in the comments. If this video was useful to you, then please like it and share the link with those who might find it particularly useful. We also recommend watching this video that's currently appearing on your screen.